Hi, everyone. We're so excited to be here talking to Paul and Veronika Carrio. Thank you guys so much for joining us for a few minutes to talk about your experience with We've Got Land and Legacy Land Company. So tell us a little bit about yourselves.
So, um, so once again, my name's Paul Carrio. This is my wife.
Veronika. I'm originally from Germany.
That is awesome.
Yeah. As for work, I'm a industrial organizational psychologist, and just recently retired. And
And I work for UPS in the corporate office.
yeah. Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. So now you're located outside Atlanta, is that right?
Correct. 13 miles north of Atlanta, small town called Alpharetta, Georgia. Population about 50, 60,000.
Okay.
And for us, we love the area, but we also wanted to have more of an opportunity to have uh, just quiet time away from the
Right.
busy city life. And so we started to investigate. We went online, or I went online and Googled many areas of opportunities that were for sale, and we came across We've Got Land, and through that process, I met Scott, and an amazing individual. He was always there and made the process very simple, to the fact where I think there was a glitch when I was trying to process my payment. But you know what? I felt comfortable enough to give Scott my debit card information just right over the phone. And even 2 days thereafter, there was never any fraud on the card or anything. I know we're told not to do that, but I'm glad I did. And then Amy, when you jumped in, we were delighted. We were delighted because you made us. We had more confidence when we heard directly from you, and then we read the reviews, and all in all, it was just a positive experience, to the point where my wife was very excited. And so, even though unfortunately her father had passed away, we were still working on whether to move forward or not. And so she's more technically savvy than I am, and so she jumped on board and helped with the process of the contract. And Amy, thank you. Scott, thank you both. And we're just very excited. We're excited to have this opportunity. And with realtors nowadays, there's always a markup on prices as well. But with We've Got Land, and with your company, Amy, I'll just say that it was the most simplest process. There was no, hidden fees. There was no, disguises, no methods of, trying to defraud us. It was just the best way I think one should be involved when it comes to buying or making a decision to buy, 15 acres as we did. And I'm just, grateful for finding such a wonderful company with strong morals, strong work ethics, and for the reassurance and the confidence that you gave us to be able to make this decision.
Oh, gosh.
And so this is not the end of it. In fact, without my wife knowing, and I've been looking into other properties in Florida and South Carolina. So once we finish off, with this purchase, something we might invest, just for future investments. I think
Right.
property is the best way to invest money versus the stock market, to be honest with
We
you, because
agree.
the stock market is very volatile, but property you'll always have and be able
Right.
to hand down from generation to generation if one wishes. So, yeah. So I'm
And
sorry. Go
that's,
ahead. Do you want to say something, Ron?
oh, gosh, this
He,
is,
he spoke already a lot, but I feel like we are both from a small town, and we just wanted to have some land that is not so close to other neighbors, and
Yeah.
just to experience like what
Sure.
we grew up,
Yeah.
in a smaller environment than just the city.
Yeah.
well, I was going to ask
So,
you what attracted you to the 15 acres when you were looking.
That's exactly what it attracted us. We wanted
Something
just to have
small.
something more
yeah.
closer where he grew up, and have like a property where maybe we're gonna retire in,
Yeah.
maybe someday.
Yeah.
Right, right, right. That's the goal, right? So
Yes,
when
ma'am.
you
Right.
were looking online at land, were you skeptical at all? Were you concerned about who you're dealing with?
Yes, because when I put the search engine to seek property, there's a lot of other vendors, I guess, or individuals who portray themselves to be a realtor of some sort. And in fact, one has to be really careful because if you take time to look at the reviews, you'll see that you can get yourself quickly into some trouble if you're not careful or lose a lot of money in the process. And so with We've Got Land and through Legacy and through your company, Amy, I feel like we have nothing but reassurance and confidence that we made the right decision. So yeah.
Awesome. We appreciate it. And I mean, we really want everyone to own land, which is why my husband and I started this quite a few years ago, buying and selling land and making it affordable for people to own their own land. Like we said, handed down to the, generations. So is there anything else you could think of that you were, maybe wondering about, or you think someone else might like to know about working with us?
Um, I think it's the process, the way your website states and reads. I think it's user friendly. I think it's language one can easily understand, and based on all of the facts at hand, I think no one can go wrong with doing business with your organization, your company. And I'm very analytical, so I analyze every situation that I get myself into,
Sure.
and look for the best opportunity. And by far, your branches of business meets and exceeds our expectations, and so we're grateful for that. In fact, I've recommended your company to my siblings who are also in the process of looking to purchase here in the near future. Uh,
So thanks so
so,
much.
uh, yeah, and then your team members are just amazing. They know the market. When speaking with Scott, I mean, he knew information about this piece of land or the 15 acres of land that we purchased inside and out. I mean, and that just amazes me because Scott is working remotely, so that's
Sure.
another that was a concern of mine. But with so much details and so much information, I mean, Scott went as far as to tell me, which companies in the local area did well planning or opportunities for alternative forms of energy such as electricity. So for someone to go that far and not just say, well, it is what it is, and you have to read the information yourself. No, Scott was very verbal. um, I spoke to him anytime I sent texts or information or emails or questions. He was quick to jump on it. If it wasn't Scott, it was you, Amy, personally. And so, for a business owner to take that much interest in their respective company, as you and your husband do, and your team members, I mean, that says it all for a customer. So,
Oh, good.
again, anyone that hears this testimonial, I mean, I think it's just you got to hear what the people are saying, what the reviews are saying, and go as far as to look into the business dealings of the company and the organization. And I can just say that I'm just so excited that soon. In fact, we've started looking at plans to build a small home on this parcel of land. And as far as looking at the colors and the style and the
Oh,
type of
fun.
motif and what would match the desert land or the landscape of the desert in West Texas.
Right.
So yeah. So thank you.
Oh man, we're so excited to hear that. And we really want land that's gonna, be a good fit, like you said, for family and recreational or otherwise. And we appreciate Scott. Scott, did you have anything you wanted to add before we hop off for today?
First of all, I just wanted to thank you both. I had a lot of fun working with you, and I'm glad we were able to find something that would suit your needs. So thank you for, having the confidence to go through with a 100% online land purchase. I know that's really scary for a lot of people, but this type of testimonial really helps cement that, the future is now, and this is how a lot of dealings go. So just wanted to thank you for your feedback, and I'm glad you guys had as great of an experience as you did.
Thanks, Scott.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Amy. Yeah,
And we're not done. We get to work with you for a little while longer.
that's right. Exactly. Yep. And
Awesome.
hopefully in the near future with additional properties. So
That would be
again,
great. That would
we're
be
excited.
great. Gosh, thank you guys so much for taking the time today. We really appreciate you. Here you are. You're in Georgia. You bought land in West Texas. And I mean, I think a lot of people are doing that. They're saying like, hey, I want to expand beyond my borders now. I want to see what else is out there for my family, you know, and really explore that. And it's totally possible. You can own land in a state you don't even live in yet. And I think it's just so much fun. So gosh,
Absolutely.
thank you
No,
guys.
thank you.
Veronika, did you have anything else you wanted to add before we?
No,
It was such a pleasure to meet you guys face to face and chat. And we look forward to working with you ongoing. And thank you so much for your time today.
No, thank you
Okay,
both. It was
thank
our
you.
pleasure as well. Take care,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.